I have a tendency to overthink a lot. So, as someone who tends to overthink and deals with anxiety, it can be easy for me to spiral and get stuck in my head. I can just ruminate all day if there's something bothering me. But the problem with overthinking is that it robs us from the present moment without really being effective in any way either. A lot of the times you're just worrying about things you can't control and potential what if situations that probably won't happen. It's hard, but I've learned that when I find myself thinking too much, the best thing I can do for myself is to do something that grounds me. When I think of feeling grounded, I think of being present. I'm not in the past. I'm not worrying about the future. I'm here, living in the moment. I see it as recalibrating my mind in a way. I'm getting out of my head and into my body so that I can clear my mind. So, here are 3 ways that I stop myself from overthinking and get myself into my body and out of my head. Number 1, meditating. Listen, I struggled with meditation for the longest time. I would be extremely inconsistent with it. I'd do it in the morning for a few weeks and then stop. What I realized though is that I needed a little more guidance in order to better understand what meditating is. Like I was just trying to figure it out on my own and I probably wasn't doing it right. I've been using the Headspace app, which I am unfortunately not sponsored by them, but I've loved it because I can get guidance as I'm doing my meditations. There are a lot of free meditation resources available online too if you don't want to pay for an app. There are several channels that offer guided meditations for you, so I'll link some in my description. The most beautiful thing I've discovered about meditation is how it makes you aware of your breathing. Once I start focusing on my breathing during meditation, I can feel myself sinking into my body. It becomes so much easier for me to release my thoughts. The thoughts are still there, but with practice, I've learned to just let them go. Ever since I found a meditation that works right for me, I've been consistently meditating for 10 minutes every morning for over half a year now. And when I feel myself overthinking things and getting stuck in my head, I'll just sit down and meditate to feel grounded again. I'm not kidding. I've done it on airplanes, at the beach, whenever I need it. And it doesn't take a lot of time either. You don't have to dedicate 20 minutes to meditation. Like when I started out with only 5 minutes. And then I've worked my way up to 10 and I'm kind of comfortable there for now. So it's not something that you have to dedicate a huge amount of time to. Number 2, exercise. I've always been pretty active because my mom signed me up for dance classes as a kid and I became obsessed. So most of my life I've exercised, even though it came in different forms depending on the phase of my life. Yes, exercising is good for you and helps you get fit, all the stuff we already know. But what I didn't notice until later on in my life was how exercise improved my mental health. We always think about the physical benefits of exercise, but it can help us release stress and trapped emotions. When I was depressed as a teenager, dancing was the only time I felt like I could be free and feel some joy. Now as an adult, I've also seen how movement and exercise has helped me manage anxiety levels. I've recently picked up rock climbing, and even that puts me in an almost meditative state because I can't think about anything other than where I need to put my hands and feet next. I'm not overthinking when I'm exercising because I'm focusing on my body. Find a form of movement or exercise that you enjoy to take you out of your head and into your body. You don't have to start weightlifting or start sprinting around your neighborhood. You can just go for a walk outside and be present. You can go swimming, you can ride a bike. There's no wrong way to go about it. Number 3, connecting with nature. Honestly, when I'm feeling down or dealing with a lot of anxious thoughts, sometimes the best medicine is just going outside. Something about disconnecting and just being in nature is just so therapeutic to me. There have been studies done on this that do show that being in nature not only decreases stress, but it also helps decrease rumination. I mean, come on, that's exactly what I need. I believe it, and I've seen it work for me. When I was struggling with almost daily panic attacks last year, Ben would take me to the beach almost every day. In those moments, my brain would just stop panicking. It's like the salt water would just wash my worries away and I could truly be present. Now, you may not be able to do this if you don't live by a beach, but even going for a walk in a park can help. Plus, you're getting some movement in too, so it's even better. Go to a park, go hiking, or anywhere where you can be around nature. I was feeling a little overwhelmed recently, and my best friend Nina invited me to go to a farm with her to unwind. We got to see sunflowers lay in the grass. We went strawberry picking. I felt so revitalized afterwards, guys, and like a whole new me. It didn't hit me until later that it was because, I was out in nature. I was touching flowers. I was breathing fresh air. I was surrounded by nature. And I didn't even really think about it until afterwards. It was exactly what I needed to feel some inner peace. Even if it's only for 15 to 20 minutes, get yourself outside and truly be present. Don't check your phone. Really take in the world around you. And I also wanted to share a little bonus tip that's really helped me, especially when I feel particularly anxious. It's a technique that I learned from my therapist, which is the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. So while trying to slow down your breathing, name 5 things that you can see around you, 4 things around you that you can touch, 3 things you can hear around you, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste right now. This helps you focus on your senses and on your body as opposed to focusing on your thoughts. You can do this anywhere too. Try it out sometime and see if it helps you feel a little bit more grounded wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I post videos about self-love and fashion on my channel, so you can go check those out as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Love you!